Okay, now you should be able to hear us.
There you go. Maybe that's why people couldn't hear.
Well, maybe that's why nobody was watching.
We're just learning new things every day here.
So I don't know.
All they were seeing was me going.
All these newbies.
I don't know if I can. I wonder what will happen if I refresh this because I've lost connection. They're no longer. Let's just see.
This will come back up. There'll be 8
I
million
have
comments.
2 people watching now. Please let me know over here. Can you guys hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? He's trying to reconnect on his end.
He'll turn us back on. There'll be 8 billion comments.
Stream finished.
Yeah, we just went off.
Hey, Paul Holly.
Oh, Evil. What's up, Evil?
Yep. You sounded smarter.
Oh, me? I sound smarter, or you sound smarter?
I think he's talking about me.
Oh. I know you weren't going to talk about me.
Now, over here on Gophers, we only have to look in like this because he's on an actual computer monitor. Over here on my side, though, the cell phone is like 2.5 feet away from me, so I might have to just go like this to be able to read comments.
What's up, Evil?
Sorry you get a close-up look at my ugly mug, but... Oh, he's going to try and relog on.
They shut us down. Too much controversy. What do you say?
He just LOL.
Oh, for me?
No, because I have to zoom in like this to read comments.
Oh.
I've got my one blown up eye that sometimes you'll see me reading comments one-eyed.
Ugh.
You gonna live through that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll be all right.
He's trying. Still trying to get back on.
They shut us down.
Yes, public.
Public domain.
That's a pretty picture.
So what's new, Evil?
That's my YouTube and Facebook thing. So
he's back.
We're back on?
Yep, I had to open up another one. I don't know why I got kicked off or what happened.
So if you would prefer to watch this on Gopher's channel, you can go back over there now and he's got he's back online.
Yeah, technical difficulty.
I'm just saying it'll be an entirely new video.
Yeah.
So this will end up being part 2, part 1, part 2. I'll re-edit that later on. If it
phase
stays.
1, phase 2.
Yeah, I got one person back. You got 2 people.
I got 2.
It's not a competition.
Party starts here.
we had technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, I lost him. We're back down. Oh. Max Sprague, hey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we were trying to do this, Max, earlier, and for some reason lost connection. I have my camera or my computer gear and stuff over here in the gopher hole at Diggers. Ancient.
Looking forward to going
really old.
Looking forward to going to your shows this year.
Yes, absolutely.
I saw his video this morning.
Yep.
You did.
Well, I didn't get to see it. I was busy with Mom and Dad trying to
about the get shows it was going to start.
Get the food ready and stuff for over here.
I saw that he had a recording, but I did not watch it yet.
Yeah.
But I will.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
You better.
Yeah, what did you see?
He
has 12 shows this year. Max is going to.
He said he's going to try to keep a lot going. So that's good.
Keep you busy.
Yeah. So I'll connect this. I'll put part 1, part 2 on this, and we'll go on from there and everything. So anyway, but you figured out. At least you figured out how to tap that and see.
You newbie.
Yeah. Well, I was always scared to touch a
He's
button.
like a newbie.
You know.
Yeah.
I knew that on my phone.
I guess I could just go live and just do it to private, and that way I can play around with stuff.
I've known that on my phone for a long time because remember you always watch me when I'm doing mine. I'm looking at the comments. I didn't bring my
Sometimes doing stuff like that, I'm always a little bit scared to touch anything when I'm just jumping right into it and doing it. And we're gonna do a live thing for an hour.
Yeah.
I left my phone in there.
I'm scared to touch anything.
Just be like him. Just grab everything.
I left my phone in there, so.
On purpose?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No wonder he's not sitting here like this the whole time.
You don't know whether.
Usually when we do a live stream, he's just.
You don't know whether you left your phone in there on purpose or not?
I don't know. I did. I don't know. I was rushed in here.
Are you still out there, Max? Is everything good? Can you?
I told him. I said, "Go use the bathroom before you come in here." He went and used the bathroom. How were you rushed?
Look! Oh, come on! Take a chance.
Oh, him?
You?
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he was talking about me hitting buttons. You know.
So at least his is going on, but it doesn't show that Max is watching me. Oh, he must be. Max, are you on your phone? Because if you're on your phone, it won't show up like normal.
Either that or maybe he's watching on me.
He might be, but he's commenting on me.
We're all watching.
Okay, so he's got 2 sessions open.
He doesn't know you.
He knows.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so Digger's going to try and you are going to do some more model stuff. You're going to do more drone stuff and everything. So
I still have some more drone videos.
And like I said, once he gets to that 1,000 subscriber thing, he has the gear, the phone and the gear and stuff to be able to do a really good quality live stream. Probably not like TWT.
Well, I'm not as good as he is.
Oh, he told you then, huh?
Well, I mean, I've seen his videos. He does good editing. He does good editing. I can't.
I'm
put
impressed.
anything negative
A
about
compliment
about the videos.
Yeah, I love his videos. I think the way he moves his camera and the music he uses and all that. I mean, he's getting on a certain generation of.
He doesn't get my car near enough, but that's another story.
But I think his videos are very high quality.
No, absolutely. And if you get like the pinup girls or the no, that's not. What do they call those ladies? Are they the?
No, I know what you're talking about.
The promo girls.
Pinups. No.
Well, no, the pinups are a different thing. The promos and stuff. Yeah, and I was asked to join a couple of pinup things, so more of that stuff will be coming up on Facebook and stuff. I'd love to be able to get with them and be able to do exposés, but all those girls do such a good job. All of the ones that run Gym City and all of them and everything, they do such a good job and everything. But I'd love to be able to do.
Oh, that's the stuff Katie was doing.
Yeah, but I'm having trouble with names. I can't remember her name.
The one that runs it.
Yes, the Gym City pinup.
I don't know Katie, which says her name.
I can't remember her name, and
Katie, what is the one that? What is the lady that runs the Gym City? She's on.
And I know it because I talk to her all the time.
I told her we were going to do a live stream today. Well, she said she was
the Dirty 30. The
Dirty. Their last name.
Yeah, the Dirty 30.
Yeah,
that's her husband.
God.
I know.
All blank.
I know. I'm just
man. Is his name Rob? No.
I can't remember stuff.
I told her we were doing a live stream today, but
I checked my phone, but we're kind of on it. Kimmy,
yes. Oh my God.
Thank you. That's like the first comment I think I've ever had on.
Well, who commented? Was that Kate?
Well, let's see.
I don't know. Who was that?
One in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
maybe you
that
turned it
didn't
off. It worked the last time.
I know.
Kimmy.
Here it is.
There it is.
Oh, Triple B,
yeah.
Steve. Yep, you are right.
Oh, what, Scuba Steve?
Yep.
He's a Digger Live. No one under 17 permitted.
There you go. Yeah, mine went out, so I don't understand why it went out, but I think we're back up.
Oh,
I got one watching again.
Too much controversial comments.
Again. No, I don't know about that stuff.
Yeah. I was like, where did my microphone go? Oh yeah, I shut it all off.
Yeah, it wasn't
so
working.
People could hear me.
Well, no wonder people would come in, then they would leave. Now, see, look, it's picking up because now they can at least see it or hear it. They saw it before.
True.
We were doing pantomimes.
You're such a newbie.
Well, let me tell you something.
That's because I don't have that nice DJI new microphone stuff. I got this single crap.
Now he's just wanting to kick the dog when he's down. Oh. But anyway.
Anytime I try and go high tech, it backfires on me.
Yeah, I'm still.
That's why I don't do high tech.
You haven't
backfire me.
You haven't got. You still haven't got time to. Well, you've got time. You just haven't looked at the 360 again, have you?
No.
Yeah, I still think there might be an update. So I think if you pair it with the Mimo app to your phone, go over and do update device, and for the 360, maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll do something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, but
when electronics go awry for me, I just kind of put them in the drawer and forget about them because
I understand.
Well, you're like me.
Upset about
I
it.
understand.
You're kind of like me then. When it gets too much, I just put it back in the
You
drawer.
remember that new tablet I just got?
Yeah.
I don't even know where it's at.
It's sitting on the back.
I saw it.
No, that's my old tablet.
Oh, you bought a new
What
tablet.
did you do with it?
I don't know. I might have.
How could you lose a tablet?
I probably threw it
Speaking
up
of,
against
this
the
is
wall.
You
something
should've
I
put
wanted
that-
to give you when I.
You should have put that thing on it that you just bought that tracks things. Remember that thing? If you lose things, remember when you lose
That's
things?
yours.
Oh, I got a card.
Yeah, that's the 128 card that had the last drone stuff on it. I haven't got to come over and see you until I came over the other day, but I was in such a hurry to
Remember
get
that
back.
thing you showed
Don't
us?
throw that away.
No.
Remember that thing you
Don't
showed
lose
us about
that.
tracking things? You should have put that on your tablet.
Yeah.
You would find
Yeah, I
it.
was telling
know,
him I
you
got
could-
one of those AirPods for
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
That's
So,
that's
I
what
think I'm
I'm
gonna
Yeah.
put it on top of my drone.
You should
when
have
I
put it on
fly
your
it.
tablet. That way you would know where to
Well,
tablet.
no, that new tablet.
Is it out in
It-
the van? Is it,
Dude,
is
I
in
don't
your
know.
case? Is it in your case?
By
No, I
frozen.
just looked when I pulled the Seiko mics out.
Did you leave it laying out and wandered off
You know
someplace?
something? I don't even care if I did or not because that damn thing switched over to Japanese, and I cannot figure out how to get it to go back.
I haven't had one problem with my
I think-
tablet.
And I can't boot it up or anything
Well, I'm thinking.
unless I can
I think there's
understand the
I
Japanese.
think there's a preset where you hold the volume rocker down
I
the
hope.
power
My
to reset it to take it back to its first opening, and it'll
That was
ask
a great
you.
tablet.
My,
I was actually able to fly the drone with a 10-inch tablet.
my first tablet I bought was a JVC or something like that. I cooked that one.
All right,
One-
Max,
one I
relax.
one I
Happy
got
New Year,
now-
brother.
one I
We'll
got
see
now,
you
I
out
had
there
no problems with
sometime.
it. Is it the Amazon one?
Yeah, well, I bought a cheap,
Amazon Fire. I've had
bought
no
a cheap
problem with that.
tablet. I need to spend more
It's
money. and
it's
get good
idiot
stuff.
proof. It's idiot proof. That means.
Well,
I always try to buy cheap stuff first, and then when I realize the cheap stuff is junk, then I go spend the money on the good stuff.
Yeah, one of my channels I watch. Remember, I've sent you information on some of the tablets.
My first high-tech camera, I never use anymore. A Casa.
Is that a 4K? Let me see.
That's a 4K.
A Casa?
That's a piece
That's
of
a
crap.
camera.
Okay, I
That's
didn't
a
have
GoPro,
this.
basically.
Yeah, I didn't have the 700. I didn't have the 7000 series. I
If you
had.
look this up right now, the EK7000 from Akaso is still one of the top-rated
That
cameras.
looks like something from Hogan's Heroes.
this was like $70.
Yeah.
And it does work. As
But it's-
long as you put it on a stationary thing
Yeah, don't
and
move
don't
it.
move it. Because this thing has zero stabilization and it is twitchy.
I've got one that cost me $53. Came with a ton of GoPro accessories. You know,
Oh,
that
yeah.
generic whatever.
Yeah.
Came with a ton of that and 2 batteries. And I used to. That was when I first started doing the nose cam, what I called the gopher cam or the flying gopher. I put it on the
Nose
front of the
cam.
gopher and I drive down the
Oh,
road.
yeah.
All that stuff, you know, the high speed stuff and everything. That's what that.
Well,
what that came.
This one, I mean, I got 2 batteries with it. And,
Wow.
you know,
It'll only hold up to a 64 card. Anything bigger than a 64, and it kind of.
but
Well, it shows a picture in the back.
I've
of it.
used it a couple times in the bus just to put up in a corner or whatever while
That's
I'm
wild.
doing stuff to use as B-roll.
B-roll.
That is about the only thing this thing is good for is B-roll.
B-roll.
That's about it. So I just leave it sitting up here on the.
Is that kind of like sushi roll?
Well, you
B-roll?
Well, you knew where that was, but you couldn't find a tablet.
I don't know where the hell tablet's at.
It's got to be here someplace.
We'll find it.
I don't think it's back here in the model room.
Maybe Hootie's.
Maybe he ate it.
No, it's got to be here someplace because
Like I say, I got so upset with it. It's hard to
Well,
tell.
you took
I could've
all this
dropped it
stuff-
in the trash can. I don't know.
you took it out of the bus, right? Do you remember bringing it out of the bus and having it in here?
Well, the bus has got it, or the van's got it.
That's what I'm saying. During that time when you took everything out, all your Halloween,
Yeah.
paraphernalia and everything like that, the murder scene,
I don't remember where it went.
it's got to be here somewhere.
That's
But-
the most
but yes,
frustrating
in case
thing
anybody
when you
doesn't
lose
know,
something and it's right in front of you.
The haunted interior that was in the van
Not that it's
is
happened to
completely
me.
removed.
But it happens to
There's
me
nothing left in there other
Happens to me
than
every day.
the futon. The futon is the only thing left in the van.
Are we off the air again?
No,
No.
no,
Yeah,
the counters are still going.
The counters are still going, but hopefully that one up there, but we'll see.
Well, we're just on a back road now.
Yeah, I don't have anybody watching anymore, so I know.
I still got 3.
I know they all. We
Here
asked
comes
them to
Hootie.
move
My
over.
favorite 3 peeps.
Yeah, we asked them to move over to your channel because mine went.
Was Paul still there?
I don't know.
Oh, evil.
Even.
He checked in.
Where?
Oh.
Yeah.
He was gonna buy that old car at Mershon's. It was a nice old Dodge or something.
Dang. Oh, yeah, he said still here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? Hootie's up here.
Oh,
He's right behind you. He's up on the
There's
desk.
a dog.
He might show up on the video.
What's up, Hootie?
Oh, can we see him? No. I see his tail.
No,
back
he's
down.
on the floor.
Yeah, he's back down. So,
He did a cry.
but anyway, after Opie's, then we have the cavalcade, and then we have Jeff Lane and Shane Six show in Fairborn.
Powerama.
Yeah, Powerama in Fairborn.
Powerama.
and Xenia, excuse me. At the
Be there.
So things are starting to go up now again. Thank goodness.
Yeah, and I'm getting notifications every day.
I'm getting flyers in the
events.
mail.
Yep. And notifications every day of events coming up that I'm filling up on my list.
Nice.
So if you guys got one that you want me to come to and stuff, make sure you try and get me either on Facebook or my
YouTube.
email. You can make comment on YouTube too, but email bt57goforwriter@gmail.com or goforwriter, which is Donald Sparks on Facebook. So you can go there. Didn't you have a Facebook, but you just don't remember what it is? No, it's the Premier Limo or whatever.
It's under my name. You can't do business names anymore.
I
had an awesome
Digger
Facebook page before,
Yep.
and it was named Premier Dash Limousine, and then my last name was of Dash Dayton, and man, I had a huge following. I had like 3,800 people on there, and
Paul's still there.
they blasted.
What do you say?
Keep an eye out for the swamp meet.
Swamp meet
Triple B.
fair.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Oh, the Mopar.
Cars and Parts swap meet at the opening season.
Well, there's a Mopar one in Columbus. I saw this coming in like.
There
February.
are actually several coming up in Columbus, but that's
won't be going to those.
I know it's just on that edge.
I don't really
same
go
way
to
with
Columbus
Cincinnati.
unless it's something big.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to a Mopar
Because I
swap
had to
meet.
set up my boundaries again for mom
That's
and
for
dad,
you.
for
Evil.
mom and dad and stuff like that. So I had to set those boundaries up. So Columbus is right at the edge, and Cincinnati just on the other side. Hillsborough, Cincinnati is just on the edge. So yeah, it's a little bit farther than I can go during that time.
I'm gonna back up a minute.
Okay, sorry.
My Facebook is Chris Digger Curtis, because my Premier Dash Limousine
Got
of
defunct.
Dash Dayton
Chris
got blown away because one of my competitors decided to go, ooh, that's shutting down. So they reported me to Facebook.
Well, that's kind of petty.
It's still out there.
Welcome to
that is still out there, but I have no control
welcome
over
to
it.
social media, pettiest thing in the
Chris
out
Curtis.
there, so.
Yep, my competitors blew
So
me
I
out
had
of
somebody ask me your
because
last.
they was jealous.
That's what I said. No, it's
They
not,
were jealous
it's not
because
a
Premier
competition.
Limousine used to be the biggest and best in the Dayton area.
Yeah, but you had all the party buses.
Yeah, it's
and
not a
all that
it's not a contest.
Mom was asking me about that the other day. Somebody else was asking me about that on YouTube. And I said, dude, he used to have his own fleet of party buses and limos and whatever. COVID came in and killed it.
Well, even before that, though,
It was starting to go down.
well, they were having all these
Were
shootings
you
at
driving the
bars.
buses? You were driving the buses. Stuff?
And
He had people. He had
I had
employees.
people that I had 9 vehicles at one time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but then that's right. The shootings came in at
Around 2015, 2016,
Yep.
the shootings started
and
happening.
then the
around
COVID
Dayton.
and then everything.
And then Harrison Township started shutting down all the men's clubs.
No, the tornado took care of all those.
Well, that finished them off. That finished them off because the living room.
Mother Nature did not want
gentlemen.
gentlemen's clubs,
And that tornado went right through the middle of the living room and flattened that.
It hit them all on that one road. One wall swoop.
There's still stuff on Dixie that isn't fixed, and that was
Yes.
2.5, 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's kind of like Xenia. There's a lot of things there that
Oh,
weren't.
man.
And
I was alive when
out
that
there where
happened.
we
I
were in
remember
New
that.
Carlisle, there are a few things that aren't, from the ones that we had up there. So
That was pretty intense.
yeah, tornadoes are pretty, but we have, the weather's been iffy, but we're in that cycle.
60 degrees on Sunday.
Every billion years or whatever, we're in that cycle. Everybody wants to go, oh, we need to do this to stop that. You're not going to stop it. We are already a million years late on the cycle to where the bad system worldwide
There's
weather.
no stopping it now.
No, there's no stopping. There was never any stopping. If you go back in recorded history,
Well, and the other thing,
geologically,
The damage is done already. Pretty
it
much.
is what it is.
how is it that within less than 200 years, as old as this planet is, how is it that in less than 200 years we have screwed it up?
See, that's the thing. If you go back,
I mean, really, if you think about it, even the industrial age,
right,
it's only been the last
Right.
100 years.
right.
You know,
Okay, dig this. Geologically, if you go back geologically and read what has happened, this was going to happen anyway.
Regardless.
Period.
I mean, this is probably just the transition back
Right.
into an ice age that may be 800 years down the road.
And
but
then when it gets here, it'll go back up again. Geologically, the record of all of this has already been done.
Everything's going to get rebooted.
Scientifically, mathematically, in record, in the earth, this happens every so often.
Yeah.
And in whatever it is. On a personal note, I honestly, the research that I've done, you're not going, all this stuff that they're trying to say, oh, we can stop it. No, you can't.
no.
It's already been done, the damage.
It's not done the damage. It's what happens.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's what happens. It is a cycle. Now, have we added to it or taken away from it or whatever? Absolutely.
But as far as
It happening, it was going to happen and is going to happen. We can't stop
It was
that.
inevitable.
So all of you guys,
We lost everybody.
Triple B's back. Just like the shows, I can't sit still. There he goes. He's bouncing back and forth, Cool. But
I wondered why I dropped down.
and here's
Because
my
you switched back over to yours.
It's like tennis.
and here's
Over
my
here, over here,
here's
over
my
here, over
thing to everybody wanting to badmouth this and picking sides and and whatever and stuff like that. Damn it, enjoy what we have because it's
That's for sure.
all going to go away. Period.
I tell everybody, nothing lasts forever.
Live for the day.
Enjoy what we have because it's either going to be taken away by man or following exactly the way it's going to follow in nature. You can't
Live each day to
Yeah.
the fullest.
well and enjoy who you're with and around and stuff
Well,
like
I
that.
don't know about that. Yeah.
Then again, yeah, I know. Well, you're here.
Oh!
Then again,
Ow!
here's the perfect close to all that. What the hell do I know? I'm not claiming to know anything for anybody else. All I know is what I know scientifically, just my research and finding out whatever. You know, the whole thing, it's there already. And that's why I really, really get a little iffy about people hiding history, taking away history, covering up history, doing whatever.
That drives
Because
me nuts.
if we don't know, we don't have the
Well,
facts,
we'll
the
repeat
evidence, whatever, it could possibly repeat. But as far as the world, dude, we have been on borrowed time since the conception.
Yeah, well,
You know, so enjoy it. Whatever, do what you want to do. If you feel you want to spend your
smash
last
that accelerator.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you feel you want to spend your last days bashing, bad mouthing, whatever people that you have no control over, no real knowledge of, all that crap, you go right ahead because I have way too much faith and understanding. I firmly believe in what's happening and what's going to go on.
You
And
just hit
I
on
can't
something.
change it.
You just hit on something in the comments
It is.
on YouTube
what it
videos.
is.
Yeah.
I've seen two different people lately that made YouTube videos about comments.
Yeah.
One of them said that it has actually almost completely stopped them from making YouTube videos because they were so hurt by the comments.
Yeah.
Another person said, comment whatever you want because I'm here doing it and this is what I do and this is what I want to continue to do,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not.
Right.
You don't have to watch it.
Right. As I've said to you before, the reason I don't stop when people do what they do, craziness and whatever, the reason I don't stop is because it's not about me. It's about the people that do want me to continue. And it's what they have to look forward to. It's not about me. So I'm not going to stop just because someone is being rude or whatever and stuff like
If
that.
anybody thinks
it's
that
not-
anybody on YouTube is doing it for themselves, they're wrong because this takes so much time and devotion and everything that you've got to have a purpose for doing this. Because if you're doing it for yourself, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Being rich and famous, that's all nice and whatever and stuff like that. But to me, that's not the purpose of it. Whatever. There's got to be somebody that you're doing it for other than yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. You bent the hanger.
But it is for me. So anyway, what do we got
No
here?
hanger.
I should just like this, just stick it in there.
I wanted it up higher
Oh.
because I was hanging it back here.
Pitchin will become the next capital. Pitchin, Ohio. I got to get you out there. It's such a cool little place.
Is that Chad again?
No.
Yeah,
This is Steve.
Scuba Steve.
President Steve, whatever. Did they vote you in? So, like, what, 9 people voted?
Is that town outside of Springfield there?
Yeah, Pitchin. Yeah.
Kind of like the Tremont City kind of thing?
No. Totally opposite way.
I've not even
Totally
heard
on
of
the opposite side of.
I've heard that name on the
Okay.
news.
it. Must be
once.
Blake Town.
Yeah, we're going to run out there. We're going to run out. I don't know if I can take you because all 3 of us out there in Pitchin might throw the whole equilibrium off. The universe could come to an end or something.
Too much in the population.
Yeah, because
Well,
we're going to go out to visit Steve. So, we're already.
Messes the population.
Our crazy wagon is full. That's all I can say.
It messes the population up if 3 people.
No, the universe gets out of tilt. You have to have a homeostatic
equilibrium.
Yeah, you got to have a balance in something.
Yeah, I kind of messed the curve up, don't I?
Yeah. The person has voted. You got 1.
You're fired.
I got
You're
2 again. We're back up. Woo!
Hey, we're moving.
The person has voted.
Yeah, that's what I
One
said.
person.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, didn't you used to have like a little store right there on your property, kind of at the crossroads there,
The
Steve?
Pitchin General Store.
I don't know whether it was the general store or was it a specific name, Steve?
Steve Store.
The Steve store? No, he's got the Big Blue Barn. You know why it's called the Big Blue Barn?
Hootie's on the move. What?
Right, because it's the biggest barn in the area.
It's big and blue.
Oh, Hootie's on the move again. Look out.
Are you there, Steve? Steve. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Yep, the country cupboard.
Huh.
That used to be right there on his property and stuff, right at the edge and stuff like that. Have you gotten any more? Progress on expanding the Big Blue Barn, laying out that? Had good subs and pizza.
It'll be the big.
He's got an area there where he can expand and everything. So we're hoping to enlarge the Big Blue Barn.
It'll be a big blue barn.
It'll be the bigger Blue Barn.
It'll be the big.
The bigger Big Blue Barn. But yeah.
Well, we've totally lost it now.
No, we're good.
No,
We're
this
back
is
up and running again.
Well, and
We
this
got
is-
people.
This is just what we do. We just
We just rant.
talk about whatever.
Well, there's a
happens.
lot of people that will watch this. They're not watching the live stream. There's a lot of people that I found that will watch it. There are at least 100, 150 people that will watch the live stream afterwards.
Yeah.
Again, my core group of guys that are, utilizing it. The same guys that will
Well,
watch.
I'm
I
sure
hardly ever get anybody that's actually watching it live.
my name.
You
comes
get
but
a
I
lot
see
of-
the counts go
Yeah,
up.
you get a lot of stuff later.
I'm sure my name comes up every couple times.
Yeah, because I'm always there. I'm usually first, Tony. I'm usually over on yours, but somebody might be over there now. As far as making comments and stuff, there are other people because I can't watch it live because I'm here.
Really.
Just saying.
The Beehive. He wants to call it the Beehive. I like the big blue. I like the bigger Blue Barn better. But
Or it could be blue.
yeah, we need to start some. We need to start some go-kart production. We need to start making go-karts out there.
Diggers are gonna.
I got a a test driver for you.
I don't think I could.
I
Fit.
raced them for 10 years. Yeah.
You'll have to make them for bigger people and then put a booster seat in it.
I don't think I could fit in a golf cart.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be for working on.
I would
cars.
need a golf.
You would probably have a
His
problem.
addition will be for specifically for working on cars.
I would need a
You-
golf limo.
Your cars only or open to the public, Steve?
Open to the public. That sounded funny.
Public opening?
Well, like anybody can go up there and just work on the car. That's what it kind of sounded like.
Well, there used to be those places in the 50s.
They're bringing them back.
Are they?
I heard about
Yes,
that. Yeah.
there is a place in Cincinnati that's already
Okay,
been open.
yeah,
and
because
it's
in
been
the-
open for
In
a
the
few
co-ops.
years.
50s, and whatever, you used to come in and rent the stall.
Rent the garage and then work on your car.
Yes, and maybe.
But yes, they do have a place down in Cincinnati that
I heard about that.
you rent the stall.
Yep.
And you can leave your car there all the
Right,
time.
right.
And you can lock your tools up and everything.
Well,
But if you need anything, they have a tool crib
Yep.
on premises that you can go to and say, well, I need a body file,
Right.
or I need an impact. and they will rent the stuff to you.
Yeah, there were places in the 50s where you go in fully stocked.
You can rent.
All you had to do is show up with your car, and they had whatever you wanted to do there.
Yeah,
and
well
stuff
now
like that.
because of insurances and and all that kind of stuff,
trust
it's all
me,
different.
A lot of things are different from the 50s.
But I have always loved the concept of doing a garage that people can actually bring their cars and work on their own stuff and not have to go.
I don't think they want
somewhere like Goodyear or something. One of them places that just
I don't think they want me with power tools. I don't think so.
You've done pretty good. The times that you come over and help me and stuff, we just got to watch because you have it. You know, your ability to abide by torque settings.
Yeah,
I kind of thought that.
It's a little rough. He tends to just twist it off.
He looks like the guy that would just.
He pretty much is. Yeah.
Yeah, my gun's here.
Yeah, the guns. Oh, the gun show.
Hey, I had a buddy of mine that was a heavy set guy. He was 500 and something pounds.
What you saying?
He helped me put a transmission in a car once though, and he was the guy that always just cranked everything down tight. We put transmission in my 73 Caprice, and he over tightened the torque converter bolts, which cracked the flywheel.
Yeah.
It was a 400 engine, which is externally balanced by a flywheel.
Yep.
Ow.
Put a transmission in it, and then thought I had a rod knocking.
Yeah.
I sold the car for $80 with a brand new $80 set of air shocks.
Yeah, back in the day, we used to jack the car up, slide the big guy under, which sometimes was me. Let the car down, take the bolts out, jack the car back up, and then pull him out with the transmission on his chest.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Now I've manhandled 350 turbos by myself and put them up.
Well, these were 400.
You put them on a creeper.
But that was back when
you put them on a creeper and just roll them out.
that was back when I had
He's
guns.
going to show a muscle again. He's going to.
Back when I had guns.
I don't have that muscle
I
anymore.
ain't got no guns.
I ain't got nothing no more anyway.
I
used to be able to grab
my stuff's like just went away.
I used to be able to take the four bolts out of my Volkswagen and slide it off the shaft
Well, that's a Volkswagen.
and grab it. That's still a couple 100 pounds. Grab
Don't
the motor
let that girl from Urbana say that.
walk with it to the bench.
Don't let grasshopper
Grab the headers, but
yeah. Where's the Urbana group tonight?
probably busy having a life. We're here. Need I say more?
I got nothing else to do.
Oh, speaking of Volkswagen,
my plate is open.
Yeah, Jake next door, Jake down the road from me, and so the guy that fixed the golf Daddy's Go Buggy, the golf cart. I'm going to go over and do his shop, do a thing on his shop. So look forward to that. He has some very nice cars and interesting motorcycles and stuff. That's where Christine was reborn. Yes, that's that type of thing in the movie. Christine,
my stuff. I didn't.
You fix your car right there in the garage,
Christine. Did you see
the car's
only about 85?
The car's
so that type of renting of a bay and stuff like that. Whatever, that's the way it was. That's the way it was back when I was.
They're bringing that back, like you said.
You can get the motor out of the buggy.
Like a co-op.
Oh yeah, it's a full bug. I was pulling them out of my Sam rail and the Baja bugs and stuff in the dune buggy, so I didn't have to work around the tinning, the sheet metal at the back, so I didn't have to worry about pulling it out, dropping it down, jacking it up, sliding it out.
Yeah.
I just undid the bolts, walked into the back of it, grabbed it, walked out, and set it on the bench. I don't even think I could pick up the J tubes anymore and set them on the bench, which were the heat extractors and stuff. Dude, I can't do it. But I don't have those tools. Dad went through that phase where somehow all my tools disappeared. All my Volkswagen tools are out in the ether someplace. They have disappeared into the universe. Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
He's playing the cat's looking at you going, really?
It's so funny. He's got that big.
I need to take him to the vet.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that.
His lower lip is swollen.
He's got an overbite.
It's apparently it's an
underbite.
Underbite.
Apparently, it's something that cats do have an issue with.
The tumors.
Well,
I didn't know that.
According to the internet, it could be anything from an allergy to a major tumor.
Or he got a fat lip. Some cat hit her.
He's got a big fat lip.
He was in a fight,
and every once in a while, there's a little bit of blood on it or something. I don't know what he's.
It gets engorged. It does get.
Oh yeah, it has different times.
You got in a cat fight.
Now pull me, wiggle.
No,
it's the next Rocky.
That's exactly how that was, Steve. They put me. Yeah. Now, Dad, we worked on a lot of stuff, but when I worked on my stuff, Dad wasn't around. When I worked on Dad's stuff, I was always around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I went to work on my stuff, I was usually me in the shop by myself, 3 o'clock in the morning,
That's the best
painting.
way I ever got
I
anything
know,
done.
but he had a regular job and he was up at 4 and not back until 5:30. So
I always had a problem at my shop that
I never
as
worked
soon
on.
as somebody came in that wanted to stop and BS,
they had to go.
I just had to put my tools down.
Yeah.
Because I can't work and concentrate on a good conversation at the same time.
I never.
So I would just stop what I was doing.
I never
as
worked
long
on
as
cars.
they were there, I would not lift a tool.
I never
wouldn't
worked on
do
cars.
anything.
I just put gas in them, and when they don't run, then I take it to somebody.
Well, you'll fit right into out at Steve's shop then, because once we show up out there, no work's getting done for the rest of the time that we're there.
That sounds good. Sounds like my kind of place.
There's all kinds of real antique heavy equipment that you could get involved with.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a magnetic table that you set parts down and flip the switch and it.
Oh, that's neat.
I think what we ought to do
Just
is
don't wear a belt. Don't wear a belt.
lay you on that, put a bunch of steel on you, and flip that thing on and see what it's like.
That'll keep me.
What do you think, Steve?
That'll keep me stabilized for a while.
I remember when I was a kid
Unstable.
going into the machine shop where my dad was the foreman of, and I'd sit there and flip that lever back and forth on this little
I told you, don't touch the tools.
little grinder thing that went back and
the
forth.
mill.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'd sit there and put things on there, flip the thing.
Just don't
Try
wear
to
a
get
belt
them
when
off.
you're
A
going there.
lot of the Bridgeport,
Electromagnetics.
a lot of the Bridgeports and the mills and the line boring systems and the blocks where we would line bore the blocks. You put the block up there, get one edge flat, put the block up there, flip that son of a bitch down, and bling, and it would boom. Heaven forbid you have like watch or whatever.
Or a belt.
Tony back.
Is he off the couch?
What's that mean? BBB.
Or is he going to eat?
Big Blue Barn. BBB.
Is he eating or going? Or they're on the couch?
He's saying hi to Steve.
Oh,
Okay.
well, they're doing their own conversation again.
Yeah, well, they're able to pick up where they left off. I don't know, Tony.
What is this, a chat line?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Oh,
My old computer system, just for whatever reason, stopped the chat, and then after it stopped the chat, a few minutes later, it stopped the live stream. So we just did version 2.
Mine's still online.
Yes, we know you have the high gear, expensive stuff. Yeah.
It's a cell phone.
It's
you gave it
the
away.
processor in the cell phone is more powerful than my entire computer. I'm just saying.
Oh, you gave it away.
What do we got? First time caller, long time listener.
Is that Tony?
Was it Red Green? Wasn't that from Red Green?
No, that's that's the guy.
Bob and Tom?
Bob and Tom, yeah.
I think Red Green did something like that too.
That's not Donnie Baker. No.
I think
it was Mr. Obvious.
Honestly, I think that came from
Yeah,
the
Mr. Obvious.
60s.
Those are fun. Those are
I'm
funny.
thinking that came from the 60s or 70s.
Red Green show, but I think
Oh,
they
that show
borrowed
was so
it from
funny.
I think they borrowed
Everything
it
he
from
had was duct tape. when he had the forklift, it was all made of duct tape.
Oh, hey.
I mean, I don't think Bob and Tom's anything now. Never have, but
Well,
I don't think that they came up with that.
They're gonna
you
shut us off again.
You never liked them again. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You never liked them. Yep, Mr. Obvious. Yep, from Bob and Tom. Yep. What else announcements do we have? What do we got?
Oh, Happy New Year to everybody.
Not yet, but yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Not
Happy New Year,
Not
tomorrow
right
night.
now.
well, we're not going to see him until next year, so.
How do you know? We might.
Yeah, you might go to Walmart and see them today.
Since you don't have your computer hooked up, you probably won't.
Uh-oh.
My
Who's
niece
calling?
is calling me, but I'm not going to talk to you right now.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll give you a call back.
Probably
No,
Where's your niece live?
reconnecting.
See, she was going to wish you a Happy New Year.
Yeah, you reconnected.
huh?
Keep an
Wow.
eye out for the swamp meat. Oh, that's
Yeah.
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swamp meat?
I don't know. My phone. I got a phone call. It looked like it disconnected. I don't know.
That's why I can't see though. That's why I'm
Apparently, it didn't because
It
says-
reconnect. I saw it
Yeah.
flash. It reconnect.
Okay.
So anyway, at least you're reconnected. Mine
Well,
didn't do anything.
Well, the first
Top Water Tony 2020. Happy old year. 2023.
2022.
Like I said. Get out.
Get out of here.
Like I said.
one day away.
Just enjoy yourself. And this is just my, again, in my head,
Please
whatever.
be safe wherever you
Enjoy yourself because it's all going to go away. Just live for whatever. Do
Live
your
for the
thing.
day. Live for the day.
Go to the shows you want to go, enjoy it, spend time with the folks there, whatever, and just
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself, but just quit complaining and bitching.
And if you see Russell, run away.
Yeah.
If
There's so much more to life than being a Karen.
Yeah, if you want to be a Karen, stay home. Then again, you have the right to go out. I'm not telling you.
But if they stay home, they're just going to be on the computer, being Karen on the computer.
Yeah, the golden keyboard folks and stuff like that. I
But
guess that's my biggest peeve.
But the main thing
about social media is you are 100% allowed to have an opinion, and there have been a lot of people fight and die for you to be able to have that opinion.
I got slammed on
But to just want to be malicious and not be able to prove your opinion or voice your opinion without being malicious, to me,
I got slammed a couple weeks ago on a Ford Flex forum. Somebody was talking about the water pumps on a Ford Flex, and I came in and I said, well, your best bet is to flush that orange antifreeze out of the system and put green back in it. I got tore up for using the word flush. They're like, oh no, you can't flush antifreeze. You got to drain it all out and put in new. And I'm like,
it's the same.
Well, you didn't say power flush, right?
Did you understand what I was trying to tell you? I was just telling you, evacuate the system and put something else in it.
Larry, Curly, and Mo. Hey, Jenny!
We're actually Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Well, that's the second comment was that.
The Pet Boys.
Yeah.
I missed that store. That was a great store.
I think they still have one over there.
They're all closed up. They turned Advanced Auto bottom.
Oh, did they?
I used to get some good sales in there.
I just stopped at the one over there in
Trotwood.
Yeah,
that one's still open.
Well,
it was like 6 months ago.
Oh, it's
I switched from all of the like main auto parts and all the advanced and all that where I used to go. I switched over to O'Reilly's there in Park Lane. That's by the new Casey's. For one main reason is they are the only ones. The ladies that are in there running that were the only ones that were actually knowledgeable and were able to get parts for the Gopher.
Oh.
Out of all the other ones and stuff, I'd come in and get what it took hours to go through whatever to find whatever. They were the only ones able to get it and actually got them for me and delivered.
I couldn't believe this. A couple years ago when I had the Falcon, I needed a flex plate to connect, to the torque converter. And I thought, where am I going to find...
Hey, Cody, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year.
Where am I going to find a flex plate?
Not yet.
For a 1963 6-owner.
Yeah.
O'Reilly's had one for me the next day, and it cost $12. $12 for a brand new flex plate.
Pick up the guitar and talk to me, Cody. That's what Tony's saying. Tony used to work for O'Reilly's, right?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah. He had the green shirt. Yeah, that's O'Reilly's.
I think Tony's got some horror stories about O'Reilly's. Is the statute of limitations passed where you can speak on that, Tony?
Are you allowed to go back in the store yet?
Probably not.
There he goes.
I had to get him around.
We almost had an encounter with Cody.
Because you saw that kid that typed on the keyboard on the commercial on TV that screwed everything up.
I like the one with the cat that gets on the piano.
Yeah, I didn't want that to happen here because I'm already having enough trouble. Laugh out. O'Reilly sucks. Well, I know you, and you have that right to that opinion. I'm just saying the ladies that work at the one I go to are, one, very nice people, and two, have been the only ones to be able to help me in the last few years get very rare and hard to get parts for.
You remember yesterday I needed a one-way check valve for my windshield squirters.
Yep.
Well, for Ford Flex, ain't nobody anywhere has got one of them things in stock.
He's right there.
But O'Reilly's could get a generic that was $8.
There might be a close encounter with a cat
I told them go ahead and order me this $8 part, and then they came back and said it was going to be $20.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
I said, how does my part go from $8 to $20? And he goes, well, it's a special order item. We got a special order. This thing's as small as a nickel, dude. They don't take $12 to ship that
They used to have them at Kmart. Now,
Oh, I used to love
Don't
Kmart.
smile.
Kmart was
I'm
good.
dating myself.
I miss
But
Kmart.
it
I
Kmart-
remember Kmart.
But at Kmart,
Blue light special.
we could go in the auto department, which is huge,
Oh yeah.
and get all kinds of check valves,
I miss
vacuum
K-
seals,
I miss
vacuum
Kmart.
valves, one-way settings,
Yeah.
vacuums, the old vacuum, actual manual vacuum switches. A lot of your T-Birds and stuff used to run off of vacuum
Yeah.
door activators.
Oh, Ford was big about
Yeah.
vacuum.
So you'd put and what we could get all of that at Kmart and stuff. You can't find nothing
I
on the shelf anymore.
I went through and checked the whole help section and they didn't even have
I
it.
miss Kmart. They had the best submarine sandwiches on the face of this earth. $5.
Oh, I always liked their the roasted chickens that they had.
I never had that, but the
They
submarine
were under
sandwiches.
under the heat lamp, and they'd sit there all day with nobody buying them. So if you'd come in right at dinner time, they would pull off the old ones. Dude, those were the best. They had been sitting there marinating in their own juices all day long. You'd take them home and open this bag, and it would go.
I don't know. I like those submarine sandwiches. For $5, you couldn't
You grab one of the bones, and it would pull right off. If you pulled enough of them, you had nothing but meat left. It was awesome.
It smelled so good when you walked in that store because of the the food they were
Yeah,
making.
Community Market, which used to be Fulmer's, is the only place that still have those chickens in a sack that you can get that's been sitting under the
hot
regular
lamp?
heat
Oh,
lamp
yeah.
for all day. I used to use those heat lamps to help cure fiberglass when we were doing the dune buggies and the boats and stuff. I used to use those.
What else did you use underneath?
No. These were heat lamps. They would roast the marijuana. They would fry the marijuana, but we used to use it because we'd be out in the shop. In the shop, we didn't have any heat in the shop back in those days. But fiberglass, when we'd lay the fiberglass, instead of mixing the resin hotter, which can cause issues making your fiberglass brittle, we'd use the heat lamps to heat up the base, and then we'd do that stuff. I was telling Matthew Charrington, I always wanted to get one of those chopper guns, actually, that would feed the glass rod into it and spray and mix your resin and catalyst and because you can lay down a base after you make your buck mold. You can lay down a base of matting and then
You
just
said butt.
It's a little bit
Buck.
messy.
Oh,
buck
I said butt.
like buck deer.
I thought it was butt.
And then spray the chopper. Well, you don't spray from 20 feet back like painting cars. You have to be right
some
there.
of them guys do that are making boats and stuff.
See,
I
my
mean,
brain.
At Indian Lake, they used to have.
See, my brain shut
When
down
I
again.
repaired the boats at Indian Lake, they used to have a chopper gun, and we would lay down we cut out all the hairs, which was the stressed part. So we'd cut them all out, lay our bevels in, and then we'd lay a sheet of the high tensile fiberglass, which is really, really tight woven fiberglass, similar to the carbon fiber, but nowhere near the strength. And then we'd put our resin coat in, and then we'd lay maybe a sheet of rayon, which is more flexible and softer, and then we'd cover it with the chopper gun to lay all our bracing in. I put so many holes on boats because Indian Lake was only 18 foot at the deepest, and all the jeeps and bailing and everything. Yeah, so it would tear the hole. It would tear the holes or the keels right on. And then we had those guys that had the big inboard motors and stuff. So they had 427s or 500 caddies, big blocks and stuff in these jet boats. Well, the bracing in that is wood laminated in fiberglass, and that stress of that jet boat taking off all the time would crack that. We had to rehaul all that.
Last summer up at Indian Lake, they had one of them guys with them swamp boats out there in the water. It was kind of cool.
Airboat?
Yeah, like that from that show Gentle Ben.
Yeah.
The guy that had the big bear.
Well, I mean, Indian Lake is usually flat and smooth, but can get some waves
they had
quick.
the grass
because it's
problem.
so
Well, they had
shallow.
that weed problem for the longest time.
Oh,
It looks so
You
bad.
had a weed problem?
It looked so bad.
Yeah, that was when.
Not that weed. The other weed.
There's a problem. But yeah. So who we got? What?
Yeah, they burned it
Oh,
all.
I was gonna say I remember going to Kmart though when I was little with Mom.
I love
And
Kmart. It was such
You
a good store.
know the Kmart up here at Taylorsville and
Yeah.
Brent?
Yeah.
Or Taylorsville and 202. I remember being young enough to go there when that was a four-way stop and Kmart was the only building there,
Right there.
in the middle of a cornfield. And I remember asking my mom, why did they put this way out in the middle of nowhere?
Location.
And now
Location.
And now it's
No, that wasn't a Kmart.
was-
That was a big Kmart.
well, it was
Get it
was-
right.
Remember Ontario stores?
No.
Steve's talking
Actually,
about
I think when
Ontario.
they first made it, I think it was an S&S Kriegs or something. That was what the Kmart was before.
I remember Murphy's Mart.
Right.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Ontario stores and stuff like that.
Is that like a Kmart?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, a discount store and stuff. There used to be a real good one there in Springfield. Used to go in and did it all the time. And then there was
Oh, yeah, Molly's.
other. Nah, it was like a Kmart, but they had huge departments and stuff. I mean, the home improvement department or paint department or whatever. You used to be able to at Kmart and at Ontario get automotive quality paints.
Well, I'll tell you, around here in
That's
Huber
for all the
Heights,
online stuff.
if you couldn't get it at Kmart, you went to Throckmorton's.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't get it there,
Yeah.
go to Gem City Hardware. They
Yeah.
always had it.
Yep.
Jim's okay. So Gem City Hardware had a paint department, an automotive paint department too.
That's the
So
one
they
Dixie.
had
They
where you could
always
go-
had.
Is that the
with
one on
Gem-
Dixie?
No, it was a
No.
one operation store down here in Huber Heights.
Yeah.
That was in the one location for like 50, 60 years.
Oh,
I don't
ever.
know.
And
They
off
were
of-
there
off of brand
forever.
right
You
there?
could go in and they would mix paint for you. If you went in with a PNT number for
You
paint
could
mix,
go in
stuff
with
like
your
that.
window frame or whatever, and they would put a new screen in it
Yep.
for you or
Wow.
whatever, and they did everything while you waited.
Wow.
But Lowe's came in. Lowe's blew them out of the water on prices, so Gem City Hardware had
You
to
can
shrivel up
get-
and go away.
You can get some automotive
Competition.
stuff at Lowe's, brand name,
Yeah, but mom and pop
But
stores
not
can't
like-
compete.
well, yeah,
No.
but they're not, the department's not stacked full. And then I remember there are places like Alton James where you'd go to get a lot of your speed parts and everything like that. But there were other shops.
speed shop on Woodman.
There were
back
other
in the day.
Ace shops, which became I
Ace
don't know
Hardware?
whether it became Ace Hardware or because it was an Ace Automotive Surplus and Supply. So you could go in there and have them mix up paint. And it was the old days when they basically only had 12 colors and they'd mix all your colors from that. Now they have an array of bazillions different of pigments and colors and stuff to where they can mix
Tony's
everything.
naming off some old ones like Goldman's.
Yep.
That was a big one. here in
Mom,
Huber.
okay.
I remember
Mom
Goldman.
worked at Goldman's in the fabric department there for years.
Where was it? Where
And
was
she
that?
taught
Was that-
people how to sew and
was that in
stuff.
Fairborn?
Because remember when they used to go in and they
I
would
would classify Goldman's as more like a Hobby Lobby is now. What a Hobby Lobby is now is what Goldman's.
a Hobby Lobby Plus.
Was that Huber?
Well, yeah. Oh, they had
Because they had-
automotive and
They had
everything.
grocery. They had
Actually, a friend of mine bought one of the best mopeds I've ever seen
Oh yeah,
from
from
Goldman's.
Was that in Fairborn or Huber? Or?
wasn't it a Pook? Didn't they? Weren't they selling the Pooks? Yep.
Yeah.
I had a Gorelli.
You had a grip?
Yeah, Rally Sport.
I was one.
It had the pump in it when you pump the oil.
Well,
in
we
it.
watched
Oh,
those.
God.
Wait, what the?
Yeah, I know what he's talking
Let's
about.
not
but-
do that
oil,
action.
oil injector. You
People are
inject-
watching.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
You didn't have to mix the oil. You just pump it.
The
Like,
old days.
like what we watched earlier and stuff. We were watching the Thailand scooter,
Weird stuff.
scooter races
You
and
need
stuff.
to watch that.
Yeah, the Thailand scooter races and stuff.
then-
Matthew Charrington used to be. Yeah, a lot of that. It's pretty cool.
And the other stuff we watch is.
No, stop.
Tony can put two and two together.
I'm trying to go to here, and he just wants to go.
Tony can put two and
way-
two together, and he can figure out what.
Listen,
what I'm-
they'll cut us off again if you go to where you were a little while.
I'm not gonna say it.
He
But
can
I
take
think
any-
he knows what I'm talking about.
He can take any conversation and send it off into left field that quick.
So you're saying that Tony knows about?
No, but he kind of figures what I'm talking about, probably.
Most people can. That's
You think
why
he
I'm
knows
trying.
you like that?
That's why I'm trying to reel you back in.
Nationwide's Auto Parts. Remember them?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
Nationwide,
remember
yeah.
that.
Actually, if you remember Nationwide's, you remember Fleener's.
Yeah, Fleeners.
Yep.
Nationwide
We're
used to
going
be
way back
where
now.
Fleener's was older
where
than
I used to
Nationwide's.
go to get tires, the mags, the knockoff south of the border knockoff mags and stuff. That instead of buying a $200 wheel, you could buy it for $25
Yeah.
and stuff. Or imperfection.
Those are the plastic ones.
Nationwide sold
We have no clue.
imperfect mags. They actually had a thing like blemish tires. You could buy blemish
yeah.
tires. You could buy them at Nationwide. They're blems. You
Yeah.
could buy them. So
yeah.
instead of them losing total money off of it, if you had a blem and stuff like that, instead of being $100 for the wheel, you could pay $25 for
I don't remember exactly where I got them from, but I bought blend tires.
You
for
might be able to
years.
get 6 months out of the tire.
it. Hills, yeah, we got Sears, Hills, the super shops. Yep.
Oh, the super shop was that speed shop, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And off Woodman there.
National. What the hell is Flip Phone talking about? We
We
have
don't know,
no
man.
idea.
He goes off on his own tangents. You know, he's got other voices in his mind that I think are talking to him.
Text me later, Tony, and I'll let you know what he
I
was.
think my brain needs
what he was
reloading.
talking about. He was watching some really iffy stuff, but I'll tell you later. Must have had this-
But in short, we have no clue where his mind's at. he's got extra voices in his head that has conversations with him.
Voices in my head.
Sometimes he gets vocal with those.
There's a song like that. Voices in my head. There's a song like that.
That was another Bob and Tom song.
Bob and
I
Tom.
believe it was.
If anybody knows anything about the Dayton area, they'll know
It was
that
Pat
Kerrigan
Murray.
and Christopher stomped anything.
Oh, yeah,
Bob and Tom
that was
had
pretty
ever
good.
They
ever
were
done.
good.
pretty
They
good.
were good.
Bob and Tom were the best. I mean,
Kerrigan and Christopher.
Kerrigan and Christopher. Gosh,
I like the B man.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
The B
that.
man was
You
good,
sure?
too.
See, because some people would say that was a Freudian slip, and you really were envious of Bob and Tom, and you're just trying to suppress. And sorry,
Kerrigan and Christopher.
Well, didn't the one dude start
9
at
years.
Dayton Station? Now he's on ESPN now. Dan Patrick. I remember him.
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in the day. Yeah.
Well, some of the
I know, no sports. I'm sorry.
some of the sports guys.
I told him
and
earlier. I said sports don't happen in this house.
It does
some-
with me.
Some
Not
of
unless
the
it's drag racing.
sports guys from this area are now on big national networks and stuff that used to be here.
OH.
Back
I
in the
know.
day.
Just saying, tomorrow, gonna whoop Georgia.
Oh, you mean yeah. HBO Max and whatever After Dark they used to have on the TV and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember the actual name of.
Was it Taxi Cab's Confessionals?
Oh, they had. Oh my gosh, they had that and all kinds of stuff that from 1:30, 2
It
o'clock,
was after hours.
right, to 5 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. They had some, but that's back. Okay, so I download a bunch of movies for Dad because we don't have internet and television over where Mom and Dad are 90% of the time.
Cody?
Was Cody leaving?
No, he was just making a comment that made sense.
What do you say?
He said he thinks you were just talking about girls, not hot rods
And paint underwear.
or hot heels.
Oh, and painted on underwear.
Red hot heels.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah. That was him.
Sorry, my eyeball doesn't allow me to
Where
read things correctly.
What was I talking about? He started talking about painted underwear, and I
I
just.
don't really think you were talking about much. but-
Painted underwear. No, I wasn't talking about that.
I was just talking about. How was it?
Ain't nobody over
I'm
there.
back up to 5.
Yeah, there's nobody.
It's
There's a lot
about
of
time
comments.
for it to kick off
There's a lot of
again.
comments though.
So the movies and stuff like that. So we're watching these movies that were produced, shot, and shown late 60s all the way into the 80s. And that's back before the standards guys came to movies where they wouldn't allow bare breast and all this stuff.
Standards and
So
practices.
we're watching, yes. So we're watching all these movies and stuff that in almost every movies, there was bare-breasted women in the video, and there was no wow 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 wow. No, it just went. It happened, and it went on, and
that's starting to come back now.
actually part of the plot. Then it went into that whole thing where you couldn't have even any innuendo of it. You couldn't show them in bed. You couldn't show them under the covers, one on top of each other. There was all kinds of, and I'm watching it, and I'm just going, wow, how we went up and then back down.
Kinda like
and then
Benny Hill.
into this.
I will say, I was just watching a TV show the other day on a regular cable channel.
Yeah, it's all starting to come
Yeah.
back now.
But I was surprised that they actually showed a woman without a top on for about 3 seconds
Yeah,
in the middle of the show, and I thought,
that's been a no-no
Wow.
for a while.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Because of the
well, most of these movies are the quintessential car films of that era. You know, during a high-speed chase or during a shootout or whatever. You have a heroine and a whatever.
there was that
It's-
neat thing on Airplane too, where the lady jumped in the aisle.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but I mean,
and you complain about me. No,
Yeah.
no, he's getting into it.
the bad thing about all of those movies, the car chase scene movies and stuff like that, is them wrecking all those cars that I would give just to have them. Back then, they
weren't nothing.
they
back
were
then.
junk cars.
They were
Now, but
They were literally $100 cars back then.
Yeah. Now you get figuring up how rare those individual cars are that they tore up.
Especially the 70s cars. You can find 60s cars easier
A
than
few,
finding a
yep,
70s car.
yep.
Anything in the 70s is so hard to find.
Kind of like that Blues Brothers movie. All the
Well,
cars they tore
when you
apart.
got into late 80s, early 90s, when they had that Cash for Junkers thing, you can't find any
Well,
of those.
that's what I say. I think all the 70s
Casper
cars
Clunkers.
went to that because they were
Right.
15, 20-year-old cars. people had them laying around, and they were like, "Hey,
That's
I
right.
can use that
That's
for
right.
trade-in on a new car."
That's why I
Yep.
turned
You
in
know.
my first car at Cash for Clunkers.
Yeah.
My Camaro.
98 through, 90.
They gave you a certain amount of money for your car.
Yeah, up to those cars, they're gone. When GM was going front wheel drive for almost
Yeah, they had
everything,
the thing where you
they're
turn it
gone. Now, granted, they weren't that, but still, that's an era. That's a part of history type of thing that has totally been annihilated.
They would give you back
American-made front-wheel drive car. Was it the Chevy Citation in 1980?
No. The Tornado, Cadillac, all that.
Oh well, yeah.
And then you can even go back farther than that. Oh, American made.
Yeah, American-made.
Grab one.
All of them.
Yeah,
cars
Daimler,
were-
Chrysler, and all those. A lot of those had a lot of front-wheel drive cars. And
See, I just when I grew up,
Daimler, Mercedes, Daimler. Yeah. Anyway, that.
when
yeah.
I grew up, you didn't even pay attention to something that was front-wheel drive.
Well,
It didn't get.
yeah.
Nobody paid attention.
Well,
to
the Cash
it
for
was,
Clunkers, they
it was a
give you a
throwaway
certain
car.
amount of money for your car.
Right, to crush it. But that, do you know all of that was BS, right?
Of course.
That whole
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that they were trying, they were just trying, they killed an entire industry. You can't find parts for, even if it's running, you can't find parts for any of that unless it's
That's
an
what I'm saying.
aftermarket.
You can find
no,
parts.
nothing. You can't find that. They don't make them.
You
Why
can
would they
find
make 'em?
parts for a 1930s car.
Yep.
Easier than a 1975.
Yeah, probably a
Because they'll-
repo.
Go
but
get
still.
any 1975
them.
Ford and
Because y'all crushed
try to find parts.
Right, they crushed all of those cars. Now, granted, there were issues, but there were some nice cars. They had the front-wheel drive Cutlass HOs, the Hurst-Olds.
I just wasn't front-wheel drive, man.
Well, I understand that, but that car, you know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about, right?
yeah.
Dude, it has a history and or
Hey.
high performance of stuff. I mean,
I didn't even accept turbos as being something cool until mid-90s.
well, see, you had superchargers, turbos, and stuff like that
They had a
on
Dodge
a lot of
Daytona
the
turbos,
stuff
I
that I
remember.
was working on because some of it came through, like Studebaker and stuff came through the factory and whatever. And
Well, yeah, but
some of
I
the
was
GM
never exposed to any. of
right,
that,
the GM
you know.
trucks and stuff, a lot of the Detroit diesels, because I worked on all the old two-cycle
Yeah.
Detroits and stuff.
But I mean,
and
I
then-
wasn't raised around any kind of farm equipment, no semi trucks. Mom and dad never had front-wheel drive cars.
Well, we
you know, not
we
until
adopted a lot of
90,
stuff. We
late 90s.
I don't know if we did or
adopted
not.
a lot of stuff from the aeronautics industries and stuff where they had a lot of the turbochargers on the planes during WW2. So we used a lot of that stuff. Being so close to the Air Force Base, we used a lot of that stuff that we could get our hands on because they had surplus of all these parts that when the wars ended, when Korea and Nam and all this stuff, we were putting those on smaller engines at that time,
That'd be
mostly
fun.
Volkswagens.
That'd be fun.
And superchargers and turbochargers on that. Now they were small,
Yeah.
so they were Ray J snails, so they're 22 millimeter whatever and stuff. You wouldn't think that, but it produced.
Any turbo, I think, is going to give you a bump.
It produced up to
No matter how big it was.
between 50 to 80 horsepower, and on some of the planes, especially the rotary engines and stuff, you'd have 12 to 20 cylinders. You'd have 12 to 20 turbochargers on it and stuff like that.
Cool.
So, and that's when we started doing a lot of the injection, a lot of the fuel injecting stuff. We modified a bunch of the de-icers. So you had de-icers that had a mixture of alcohol, chemical, for de-icing wings of planes. We used those injectors in motors. We modified that over. That was our first fuel injection stuff.
Wow.
Modified a rail. Now some of it was before carb instead of after carb because they weren't injectors that could take pressure
Yeah.
in a cylinder like today's injectors, but they would go pre-carb. So we would inject that and pump a dose of bottle gas, propane, into it. So, dude, it gave us some horsepower back then. I mean, but that's,
Kind of like nitrous of nowadays.
right.
Yeah.
Today. and
See,
stuff
I'm
like that.
listening. You don't think I am listening, but I am listening.
But that's what all that history and a lot of that history and stuff has been wiped out because they destroyed all the whatever. I mean, yeah, it wasn't efficient or whatever, but it's how we got to where we
It
are.
was history.
And to me, history deserves the right to exist, good or
Haven't you
bad.
figured out, though, the United States is big about wiping out history?
It is today.
They just want to kick it out there.
It is today.
It
Kick
don't
us
mean
all.
nothing.
But again,
That'll just,
what the hell do I know?
yeah, let's just
It is what it is.
repeat the mistakes from the past.
Yeah. Top word I had to pick up my two favorite cars, man. The 70 Dodge Charger RT.
You still on?
Sorry, for me, I'd have to say.
And the Nova,
67.
the Nova SS.
67 Mustang.
Yeah.
Fastback.
What's Camaro?
Tony likes the 70 Z28.
Thank you.
I
like the split bumpers.
I like Studebakers.
My mom had
And
one.
we're talking, go back and
My
whatever.
mom had one.
They made a lot of. I love AMCs
My mom
because
had
they utilize parts from
Well,
whatever.
my
and
mom had a
made
Gremlin.
some awesome
AMC
cars.
ain't my car.
My mom had their Gremlin with the Levi interior in it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Those,
yeah.
You know how rare those are. Really sought after.
It was red with a blue stripe with the Levi interior in it.
I know a guy that's got one, but it's
There's
so
a nice
far-
one at the car show.
It's
This
so
guy
far
shows up.
gone that nothing is worth anything. But it's a yarn ornament, and it's really neat to go out and look at it.
And then big GMCs, so GMC trucks and the big Detroit diesel GMC powered, or any of the COE cab over engines types or whatever and stuff that had the big motors.
My mom had the Renault Alliance too.
And then tractors.
Oh,
John
sorry.
Deere. John Deere, go green.
You heard the Renault Alliance, haven't you? She had one of those too.
I still call it Renault because that's what it was called back in my day.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
I used to live
a
in
lot
Boston.
of the Renaults
So
we used, we just treated them just like Volkswagens and Corvairs. We cut them off and made them off-road vehicles.
It always kind of got me though. It was like when they changed the name to Renault, something came out somewhere or whatever that overseas Renault is the way it's pronounced, and we were pronouncing it
Renault.
wrong the entire time.
Yeah.
potato.
Oh,
Well, that's why I really am sad about all of the Volkswagens that I cut up to make off-road vehicles. If I would had all of the from 63 all the way up through 78 Beetles,
yeah.
Type 1s, Type 4s, the Type 2 vans, the Gias, all
Stuff that you used to be able
of
to
that
pick up for next to nothing,
I never paid more than $250 for any bug from
and you probably got several given to you for free.
to tow off.
Yeah.
Because they just,
Back then they were
I
disposable.
I am so remorseful that now at the time,
You didn't
granted,
know. You didn't know.
no, heck no, we were making toys and fun and whatever and stuff, but there were just so many of them. Now, if I just had a
Inkling.
tenth of
Yeah.
the ones that we butchered to make sandrail dune buggies, whatever and stuff of them, I'd love to have, whatever, but anyway.
Progress.
Well, no, it's just, things
Change.
and whatever and stuff like. Wouldn't it be
You,
cool?
you
that
never know what's going to be cool in 50 years.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
don't even
actually,
know cars are going to be around in 50
I
years.
actually used to be
True.
cool 50 years ago. Now,
Are you sure about that?
oh yeah, pretty much. Okay, I wouldn't say I won't say cool, but maybe
were you a legend in your own mind?
maybe sought after in certain circles.
Oh, okay.
We will not go into that circle, but sought after in certain circles for my ability. Yeah, just
We'll just
say it.
We'll just leave it at that.
We'll just say it. Yeah, not like you, but just say it.
Well, I didn't have a shady past, but
Well, this has been
Why-
2 hours.
Why would it be? Why does my past have to be shady?
I didn't say yours was.
But you made
What
this.
it was.
No, I said I didn't. I didn't have a shady past.
But that infers.
No, not really.
You want your Karen Award?
I was kind of a goody two shoes.
You were goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Did we lose? We
I
didn't
never
lose?
got in too
No,
much.
we're
I
good.
never got in too much trouble. Except when
I only got in trouble when I was caught.
except the one time when I played a game of chicken with another car.
I had
and
the
got
same problem.
I played a game of chicken with a guy and got the fender stuck on the car. Pops wasn't too happy about that.
Oh, they never saw me coming, so
They weren't too happy when the grandma got stuck between another fender.
that's why I was so popular. If they can't see you coming, there's nobody to stand up on the line and say, "Yes, Your Honor, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and he did it."
I keep doing this
If
because
they don't,
hey, I still have somebody watching. Thank you.
One person.
yeah, I got one. I got one.
But you got
I
one.
never
But
got
there's,
any
but
likes.
there's a lot of comments. on
Why
it.
are you not liking on this?
You know, it's probably there. It's just not.
Is Tony still there?
Yeah.
Is he back?
Yours doesn't stay up like this
Is
does.
Tony there? Or is he still
Yeah,
on
I
the,
know.
he's still on the couch?
He's there about to Z. I'm sure he's on the couch.
He's leaning on the couch.
He's probably watching fishing while he's going.
Yeah, Tony, you haven't put up a whole lot of videos, has he? He hasn't put up a whole lot of videos this. last year you put up more videos. You had
I would
some
think
of
he'd
the
have a
He
stock
I
of a
usually
bunch
have
of
this
stuff
as greatest
left
hits
over.
of the year, greatest car show.
yeah.
Come
Well,
on.
no, he had the fishing stuff a lot of times.
Oh.
He would have during, but you didn't get out and fish as much this year as you have in years past. But you've been feeling all right, Tony.
That's because he's been having more fun at the car shows.
Have you been feeling all right, Tony? He usually had like one of the ladies come in and at least put floor mats in the car or something, or do some work on the boat. I think your last big episode thing was actually working on the cube, putting the.
Well, what about our trip to Somerset?
No, I'm talking about off-season stuff.
Oh,
That he usually put up and stuff because he did that whole.
oh,
now you got two.
Oh,
That's
the-
what I said
oh,
too.
oh, the
You
exhaust.
thought I was saying peace.
No, the
I was saying two.
Wasn't it the alternator or the?
Well, he's putting the one that he put the exhaust on was that he did.
Was it?
That was a recent one, I think.
And then the mad professor, the professor did the whole lowering thing, and his truck. Have you seen his truck?
What did he do to it?
He's doing a lot to it.
Really?
I think he'll be there at Cavalcade.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think he'll be there at Cavalcade and stuff. So hopefully,
I haven't seen it lately.
have some. I think they were doing a whole lot of stuff in the shop. So
I think Sky's gonna have his down there. I think too.
yeah, is he going to take the Galaxy?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, I always like that. I like that Galaxy.
that is a nice car.
You say what you want. I like that Galaxy. That Scotty's Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's a gorgeous car.
yeah, that car. That's a nice car.
And most everything he's got is gorgeous, but you know.
Well, not everything.
Oh, you are mean.
You're so mean.
Hi, Katie. No.
Oh, you. Oh, I cannot
just because
believe.
the Cadillac is not that gorgeous right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
I cannot believe that he would even say that.
See, no.
Hey, I ain't going there.
He just remember who did it. I did see somebody that had a caddy the same year that was in the body's in roughish shape, but I think all the parts were there. But I couldn't
Probably
get.
still wanted a mint for it.
Yeah, I couldn't get the information to get to Scott so that he
59
could get
Cadillacs,
the. Yeah,
Well, I think that
Yeah.
Texas Metal
Dude,
did one like his. It was like a 60, I think.
yeah, they had one, but this guy was here in Ohio. He had said something about he got it and whatever, and he was going to do whatever, and I couldn't. He never responded back to me because I was trying to find out, if he was going to do it.
Was that the one that went to the Friday night cruisings all the time?
It's a guy in Ohio. I can't remember his name or whatever. He never.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I got the
know
information. I got it information
I
somewhere.
think I know which one you're talking about. I just didn't know. I forgot his name.
Twin Peaks. What the heck is he going on here?
You never been
Oh,
to Twin Peaks?
that was a
Yeah,
while
yeah,
ago.
that was yeah.
We went there one time. That's kind of like the one in the Tilty Kilt in Columbus.
Yeah, yeah. I saw. Didn't that guy? He did a whole.
Yeah, it was on.
boss,
Yeah.
undercover boss thing and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And the I still want to see the Chevelle come out. Scotty Chevelle. That was his dad's and stuff. I still want to see.
I
that come
didn't know
out.
he had a Chevelle.
Yeah.
He never brings it out and stuff.
Did
like
he say
that.
he's going to bring it out this spring though?
I thought he was. Katie said that he was going to try and get it to come back out and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I mean, you don't want to drive that every day and everything. That's why I understand he
That was his
drives.
dad's car?
He'll drive the Coyote and stuff.
That was his dad's
yeah,
car,
I believe
the
so. Yeah. His dad had a '57 convertible that was really cool that we got in trouble with one time. I didn't know that he wasn't.
Oh, that's
supposed
right.
to-
Yeah, you've known him for a long time.
Yeah, I didn't know he wasn't supposed to be driving it, but he came and picked me up at work, and we went and got in trouble.
Somebody's got.
Takes a while for us to read a paragraph.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh, Cruiser Nation, what's up, Bubba? These guys are always cool. Kentucky-based Cruiser Nation, the Curtis County. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm going to mess up the name, so
Thanks
I'm not
for
going to say
taking
it.
a break and spending it with us.
Yeah. How you doing, guys?
We're just rambling.
He always has some stuff from Kentucky. A lot of the shows those guys go to and everything. They're really nice people.
Bucky's. Yay.
Yeah. I don't like John Deere. What do you mean you don't like John? Who? What? Hey.
I'm going to step out for a minute.
Okay.
Get a refill?
I'll be back. Yes.
I'll be
Oh,
done.
plus
Yeah.
I just need to get off my
Yeah,
butt.
the John Deere
That
stuff.
thing's hard to
The
sit
John
on.
Deere stuff and whatever I'm talking about is like when Minneapolis
I'll
Molding
be
went
back.
John Deere, when all that. So I'm talking about,
He'll be back.
40s, 50s. Oh, we lost Digger. it's like a void. 40s, 50s, and 60s.
I gotta go too.
Tractors and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Carter County. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Sorry I messed that up and everything. My brain just whatever and stuff. But yeah, he's got his YouTube channel and stuff. I'm a subscriber to that and everything, and it's pretty cool. I hope to be able. That's the thing. It's just that to where I can't get down to Kentucky because of the distance from mom and dad and everything. Or I'd be down in Kentucky down at some of his shows a lot more because I really like to go down and see it. He does some really good stuff on YouTube too. So y'all go over there and check it out. Cruiser Nation, the Carter County crew.
Is he near Somerset?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Probably. But he does a bunch of those. Cody Collins, my grandpa had his old car. 29 Mercedes-Benz until that's going right through my microphone.
All time.
Yeah, I still got my one of my rail buggies and dune buggies,
I'll be
and
back.
I got all
I gotta
kinds
pee.
of. Well, that's nice. You can share that.
That's too
with
much
the
information,
with
America.
the folks at home.
After 2 hours of sitting here, man, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, you got to have one of these. You got to have one of these stadium buddies.
Yeah, he's sitting on a cat condo.
Well, yeah, you got the trash can over there.
Yeah, no, the stadium buddy, the thing that straps to your
I'm
ankle.
sitting on a hard seat too.
Wallowitz does it on whatever.
Yeah, but you got cushion in your butt.
Ooh.
I don't have no padding.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a bony little guy.
That's a shot to the.
Yeah,
shot to the bow.
northeast Kentucky, near Ashland.
Oh.
The cruisers. Yeah, I still got one sand rail, the dune buggy, and a bunch of miscellaneous and various array of tore down and busted Volkswagen parts from. I think I got probably the ones I have left.
Super Beetle.
Yeah, I know. I've got from 68 through 73 right now as the ones that I have as far as parts bugs and stuff like that. And no, again, like I said last live stream, I'm not getting rid of any of it. They are all slated for purposes.
It's under lock and key. All padded.
No, not actually. They're behind. They're on the back the back property behind several fences with a school bus parked in front of it.
So there's no way
they're not coming out of there because the school bus is now sunk into the ground.
Ain't anybody getting them.
No, they can't get back there. We have attack groundhogs and raccoons back there.
And I've seen them.
Yeah, we've got some big groundhogs right now.
I see the big squirrels.
Big. Well, they're kind of semi-hibernating.
They're growing big out there in the midway.
Yeah, the squirrels. I don't know what happened. We had the white ones and the black ones, and now they're gone.
That just boggles my mind.
And now we've just got
these
the gray
white squirrels.
Yeah, that's
Tip City. They're
they're
white squirrels.
all white. The ones we had were all white, really white, except for black spots on the back of their ears.
There's a whole bunch of them at Tip Park all the time. The white
there?
squirrels and the black squirrels. It just boggles my mind to see that.
Do they do like the Jets and the Sharks dance out there?
It is fun to watch them squirrels fight, going up trees and stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, Dad got a new bird feeder and stuff, and the squirrels were jumping from the railing on the deck to the new bird feeder and eating all of the really expensive suet compounds and all the stuff that Dad got for specific birds. So we had to take and sleeve the pole. We had to jack the pole up higher and sleeve the pole with
Put grease on it
with PVC piping so that they can't jump and grab it. So they were grabbing the metal pole and shimmying up the metal pole. Now that we've got a PVC sleeve on it, they grab it and just go whee. Slide back down.
Put grease on it. Grease the pole.
No, don't grease it. You grease the pole and you get all kinds of if you grease the pole, the possums will come out and lick all the.
Oh.
So remember, we're in the country.
Hey, these are ideas. I don't think. I mean, if you don't want,
Yeah,
pursue
you
them.
have to think out. You don't want. I have ideas, but please don't pursue them. That sounds like a real good disclaimer.
I could give you ideas. I mean, it's your choice. You want to use?
Yeah, I can give you ideas. I'm not to blame if you
Not
do.
Not
if you
that,
do them.
not that I'm going to use them, but you know, it's just suggestions.
We got to get. What is it? What was the guy who used to call in for knowledge-based stuff? They used to call in and say, I have a problem, la, 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 la. I know Mr. Obvious did it on Bob and Tom, whatever.
Was that Gilbert Gnarly?
It was something and stuff where you call in and he'd give you his opinion and whatever and stuff. And then people would call back later from their hospital beds going, "Are you great? I blame you." I gave you the information. I didn't say to do it.
It's kind of like Peter Sellers. Does your dog bite? That's not my dog.
Yeah, it gets all mauled and stuff. Nope, he's still alive. We're doing good.
You're alive.
It flipped off.
We thought we lost you for a minute.
It flipped off, and I got it to come back.
Oh, okay.
So we're back.
Well, I went out there and tried to log into my YouTube thing because my videos, for some reason, always go up as private. And after a video, I have to switch it over to public.
Isn't there a thing where you can say that public on this?
I don't know.
Because mine asks me every time.
But my computer kicked me out off the internet every time, and I can't figure this out. Every time I go to log back in to Google, I have to do a two-step verification with my phone and stuff to log back in. It will not let me log back in unless I.
Well, after I do a
phone.
live stream,
It's
from
like,
here,
why are you doing this every time? It's the same computer.
After I do a live stream, log on from your internet here. Once I get home, I have to tell it, yes, that was me.
Well, that's what I have to do every time.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do I have to do this?
It's
every
part
time?
of the security settings, I believe, that we need to turn
It
off.
must be something to do with the Windows, the newest Windows. Or
Somebody made a
something,
comment.
Never
With a
did
bunch
that
of
before.
figures there.
Oh, Sherry, how you doing?
That one of Urbana people.
Namaste. Looky, we got little hearts and unicorns. How you doing? Everything good out there?
Where's that at?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking her if it's good out there. So if it's good out there, then I'll ask her, well, where is that?
Where you eating?
That's a good way to do it.
Where is you be?
Yeah.
Play it coy.
Will be as you.
I don't know. Busy? Be busy? Be.
We're
I know. We're
rails are way over there.
We're just chilling. We're just kind of going off rail.
Yeah, I got to get. Probably gonna have to cut it because I got to get home.
Oh yeah,
I'm right
past,
at.
it's past your
pill time.
Kind of like the Polar Express. We're this way, we're this way.
Yeah. So, but you guys, it was really good. We got to see a few of Digger's models. We got to talk about a few things. We got to BS about stuff that doesn't matter, nothing to nobody. But
bring back memories.
We said it anyway. Yeah, bring back memories. So yeah.
Looking forward to 2023.
Now I got the hiccups.
Oh, there.
Yeah, that taco stuff starting to kick in.
The taco stuff. Well, you got a fart?
I've already done that.
Yeah, but we don't want. I don't want to be here with him.
I'll blast a hole in the chair.
Yeah, it'll. He's on a metal chair. It'll sound like.
It always reverberates good when you're either on a metal chair or leaning up against a quarter panel of the car.
Like an echo chamber.
Not a fender.
And if
quarter panel.
If it's a warm feeling, then we have problems.
Yep, definitely looking forward to 2023.
Yep, we're
seeing all our
we've
friends
got a
again.
lot of them. We've got a lot of them going up. And you got friends?
Well,
here we are.
Yeah. I was going to say you're looking at us now. It might only be one or two.
I'm trying to break bread with the Mopar people, you know.
Well, why are you in the Alps with Mopar?
Nah.
What's wrong with you?
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
All he wants to do is cause trouble.
Not me.
It's wintertime. There's nothing
I'm
else.
going to get him a t-shirt that says, just call me Karen. Anyway, so yeah, we covered that. We covered Digger's model stuff. We covered a bunch of the riffraff stuff and just yakety. So hopefully somebody enjoyed it. Sorry that this got put up into 2 parts.
We got cut off.
Yeah, we got it cut off.
It's a YouTube thing. You wouldn't understand.
Well, they probably do.
We were getting controversial, I guess.
No, I don't even remember what we weren't even talking about. Nothing usual and stuff like that. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody over here and
goodbye
you
to this
guys
side.
and stuff.
Goodbye to this side. And you'll have a nice New Year.
Any information?
Be safe. And
yeah, any information about upcoming car shows and stuff, make sure you send me that. Any flyers and stuff like that, make sure you send it to me or Kevin.
We got to know where to go.
Or Max and stuff like that.
I'll tell you where to go.
Ow. Well, I hope so too. And make sure that you yell and holler at me. Come up when you see me, guys.
Gopher works really good.
Yeah, Gopher. That's what he does when he yells across it. As soon as I step onto a show field, if he's there, he's like, go over.
Gotta make my presence known.
And of course, Gopher's like, oh man.
Yeah, let me know and stuff. I am working on doing better interviews so I can do like one-on-ones. That's why we got the microphone and stuff to try and do that. Digger's going to help me out. I'm going to try and help him out. We'll try and work that together still.
And I'll try to help out anywhere I can.
Oh, I know. We appreciate it. The drone videos and stuff will still be coming more and stuff now that he's going to get to practice. That he's going to try and do some model car stuff.
You're supposed to play with simulators before you fly it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
He's doing the exact opposite.
Yeah, probably would have helped the first time you flew that one and broke it.
I broke it in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah,
he's kind of going reverse. He's doing the simulator, then he's gonna run.
Yeah, well, I've done most of my
life.
My whole life's been like that. My whole life's been like that.
As much as I think
I just kind of wing
cool.
I just kind of wing it.
I'm not going with that PV.
Yeah, that's way too fast stuff. That's just you got to be.
My brain.
Your reaction times.
My reaction time is
quick.
not. Never has been a video game reaction time, and that's what you need.
I used to be pretty good at video games back in the day.
I was always right.
I would go down the putt there and play.
Yeah, well, this is.
I was good.
This
at
is a video game.
Space Invaders.
Yeah, this is a video game.
I liked that Galaga. That was
video game where if you crash it, it's $1,000.
I don't like to lose money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to be, ready stuff. So we are going to get going. Yeah, send me that information and stuff like that, and we'll pass it on.
And we'll see you next year.
Yeah, probably, but I never know what I'll put up. There's a lot of stuff that I'll put up on Facebook that I don't put up on YouTube because YouTube doesn't like me to put up some of the stuff that I put up. And it's nothing controversial and stuff like that. No, it's just sometimes they freak out. There are other alternatives to YouTube, different posting platforms and stuff that I am going to check into some of that. So I don't have as much issues with some of the things, the little short videos that I want to put up and everything. As far as music videos and stuff. So I want to try and make some more music videos, but it's all variable and dependent on how busy I get this year with the new shows coming up and mom and dad and spending time and stuff. So all of my shut-ins, love you guys. I'm here for you. I'll do everything I can to try and help out as far as get you something to watch, entertainment while we go through the things we go through in life, such as our lives are. And hopefully we'll see you all out there in 2023. And please let me know. And I want to do one-on-one. So I want to do, like I said, more interviews, more sound bites and stuff like that. Smaller 3-minute videos with folks telling me about your car, telling me what's going on, telling me what your plans are, telling me what you've done. Love you all. See ya.
Bye-bye.
And we've got a click here.
And we are off.
Digger is out. We'll catch you on the flip side. Remember, the party starts here.
Bye, America.
The real party. The real stuff.
Happy New Year.
See yas.